What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our big March Madness NCAA tourney South Region breakdown. To check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. And we roll on 12:45 p.m. Eastern. This one's going to be a beauty. A beauty. The number 14 seed Colgate Raiders. We have the governor here who watches over this league very closely, and his Colgate Raiders won the Patriot League title. Versus number 3, Arkansas Razorbacks, a very tough first opponent. Bankers Life Fieldhouse in Indianapolis, Indiana. Let's see what we're dealing with from a market perspective. Arkansas opening up at minus 9.5. Money comes in quickly on Arkansas, but not at all books. You can get them at minus 9. So Colgate's at plus 9 at Sports Interaction. That's a legal licensed book in Canada and Jersey. So that's one we don't use very often, Max. But if you wanted to go that route, that's the only 9 on the table. There are 8.5s, and the leading indicator offshores have moved it to 8. This total has skyrocketed up from 158 all the way up to 162.5. Colgate won their program record 13th straight game. 85-72 over Loyola Maryland to win the Patriot League. It was another balanced effort. Tucker Richardson, 17 points. Jordan Burns, Jack Ferguson, 16 each. They all averaged double digits for the Raiders. Ryan Moffat did 11 points, and he's a not double-digit scorer. Nelly Cummings, 10 for Colgate. He does average double digits. They came in averaging over 86.4 points per game. That's tied with Baylor and second only to top-ranked Gonzaga. This is their 4th NCAA tournament. They get 17.7 assists per game. They only turn the ball over 10.1 times per game. They hit 49.8% from the field, 40% from 3, 73.1 from the stripe. What a team. Arkansas had their 9-game winning streak overall and 12-game SEC winning streak snapped by LSU in the SEC semifinal as 4-point favorites. Moses Moody tied a season high for 28 points for Arkansas. High-scoring freshman, averages 17.4 points per game. Justin Smith added 21. He averages 13.6.9 boards. J.D. Note, Jalen Tate also averaged double digits for the Razorbacks. Arkansas led the SEC in scoring, averaging 82.4 points per game. They hit 45.5% from the field, 33.9 from 3, and 73.7 from the line. Can't wait to watch you break this down, Max. The governor of the Patriot League speaks, Colgate, Arkansas.
Listen, Jim, I love Colgate. I love the Patriot League. It's fantastic basketball. But let's not mince words here. Arkansas's quality compared to Tennessee's quality of a couple years ago may be definitely comparable, but I think that this is still a very dangerous Arkansas team. They play a free-flowing style of offense that allows guys to play positionless basketball, not a lot of set plays, a lot of freestyle, and I think it's to the strength of their players. You know, there's going to be a lot of transition offense in this game, and with them playing small ball 75% of the time by my calculations, with Moody and Smith at the 4 and 5, you know, that's a dangerous combination. That means that those guys are going to be going up against Jeff Woodward, Keegan Records, and I don't know how they defend them in that kind of lineup. I think with Arkansas, you know, they have to exploit slow-footed front court players. And with Justin Smith in this lineup, this is a different Arkansas team. We saw them without him. We've watched them with him in it. So with the way that Arkansas defense is going to switch, and they're definitely going to take that small ball lineup where everybody can guard anybody, you're going to need to also zone up on Colgate if they're taking you to the 10 or they're killing you in the mid-range. Let's not forget, aside from Moffitt, who is obviously less known but still hits 36% from the three-point line, Tucker Richardson and Jack Ferguson are essential three-point shooters. I think that when you look at this Colgate team, you're going to expect to get production from Jordan Burns. You're going to expect to get production from Nelly Cummings. But I think that when you look at this Colgate team, you know, how do they stop Moses Moody? How do they stop this Arkansas team from not going on a serious run in the second half like they've done in pretty much every game in the conference season? They're a volume free throw shooting team. They hit 8 to 10 threes in a game. They could be in a route spot versus a non-SEC competition. So with Moses Moody, Jim, this guy's a heart and soul type guy. He's a heart and soul type effort. Lots of minutes, lots of makes, limited mistakes when the ball's in his hand. And the way that he draws fouls on drives and is able to still finish at being a freshman, that's why I say that him and Cam Thomas are just on a different level. I think that when you look at this guy, Moses Moody, he's dangerous from all three levels. You just have to bring double teams on him. You have to freaking make other people beat you. And if the X factor, Justin Smith, has his way, this is the guy that's transformed the identity of this team with his offensive rebounding, his drawing key fouls late, and the way that he's efficient in the paint area and works as well as he does on the interior at his size definitely shows his physicality and his strength. I think that Colgate's going to have to just hit shots. They got killer shooters. This is where you need the most. You got a lot of scoring size with Keegan Records and Jeff Woodward. They're both 6'10 or taller. They're going to have to make an impact on this game for Colgate to stay in it. I don't see how playing a really fast game benefits Arkansas. I think that we've seen Arkansas be able to slow the tempo down like they did against LSU. That line was in the 160s. I don't think it got past 155. So with Colgate, are they going to be able to replicate their shooting numbers against non-Patriot League competition? That's the biggest question. And they've left some points at the free throw line. They've played some closer games than they should have. And their stats are a little stacked up because of a couple big routes, like the 50-point win against Army. I think that with Colgate, they're definitely going to be good with the ball. They're experienced. They've been to the tournament before. They're able to limit their turnovers most of the time. And if they could get lots of blocks and a lot of pass deflections from their big men, I think that they should be okay. Sorry about that.
No problem.
I think that with Colgate, Jim, ball screens for Nelly Cummings and Jordan Burns are a necessity. Transition scoring is going to be key to not allow Arkansas's defense to set up. And if Arkansas goes big, which is what you're hoping for, that's the best lineup that you can get with Connor Vanover and Vance Jackson getting key minutes. That's the only way that I think that you have a chance. I don't really know what to do on this game as of yet. I think that this is a spot where if you ask me now, I want to take the under, and then I want to take Arkansas full game. I think that Arkansas may not knock it down in the first half, but I think that over the course of 40 minutes with Greg Musselman being able to adjust at the half, it's going to be a little too much against this step up in competition.
Wow. Well, we can get you an 8.5. There's 8.5, there's 9s, there's 9.5. A couple books here, one of them being Bet 365, hanging the 8.5 at -110 full game for Arkansas. Do you want to start there?
Actually, no, I don't, because I think that I'm going to get a better line if I wait. I think that when we talk about Colgate and we look at the numbers, we look at the net rankings, they're highly thought of right now. And I just think that we're going to get better value if we wait.
That sounds great. No problem, because all we're going to be doing is breathing college basketball nonstop. So you can add that anytime you want. We have 162.5. There's just a 162 at Fox Bet. Do you want to pull the trigger on an under here, 162.5?
No, I'm not ready to do it. I want to see the line move a little more. I think that it gets up to 165, and if it gets up to 165, then I'm going to freaking hit it. But wow. I think that this is going to get steamed. People are going to look at the numbers. The over is going to be the popular way to bet games. Who wants to bet unders in the NCAA tournament? I only know a couple. One of them is Noli Knows. The second is me, and maybe the third could be you, Jim.
Sounds good to me. Let's wait. Let's watch this climb. There you have it. Very, very interesting. Colgate, Arkansas, 1245. We are in the South region.